everyone. So in my last video I made these trays, and I told you that in today's video I was going to be finishing them with some resin, so you can see how I do that. I actually received this resin, Epoartist Epoxy Resin, and they sent it to me so that I could do a review of it. I'll pull everything out of the box, but the quick instructions on it are fairly simple. You add 1 part of the resin and 1 part hardener, so same amount. Mix thoroughly for 5 minutes. Pour within 30 minutes of work time, and then cure for 24 to 72 hours. So this is really similar to a lot of other resins that I've used, where you have 1 part of the resin and 1 part hardener. I'm really excited to try it out. I always like to try new products, and resin is one that I use quite a bit when I'm finishing some pieces. So this is the curing agent. It's part B. And this is the resin. It is part A. So you'll just do a 1-to-1 ratio. They also gave me a coupon code. I will have that listed in the video description for 10% off on your purchase if you decide to check this out and try out the resin. But along with the resin, I also have gloves and a face mask. Anytime I'm working with resin, I always wear my protective equipment. Some people say that with resins that have like no fumes, I don't trust that. I always wear a face mask, especially when you're using a heat gun to get rid of those bubbles. If there's fumes, if there's a smell, I always just wear protective gear. I also have some cups and my stir stick. I don't measure out in terms of milliliters or like a cup or a half a cup of resin. I normally just go by the marks on the side of my cups. If I mix up too much resin, I have other items that I can use it up for, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm just going to go probably about halfway up the cup on each of them, and then I'll mix that up, and whatever I don't use on these, I have other coasters that I can pour on. I also use a kitchen torch to remove bubbles. This is just a butane torch. It's very easy to use. You can lock it. I just buy these off of Amazon. I think you can also find them in, actually with them being kitchen torches, you can pretty much find them where a lot of kitchen supplies are sold. But I will link this down in the video description too, in case you are looking for one. I've had this one for a while and it's been working out well for me. So I'm just going to get my gloves on. And once I start mixing the resin, I am going to put my mask on. So I'll just put a little bit of music behind while I'm doing this, and then I will pour the resin and we will take a look at those. But let's see. I have not opened these up yet, so I need to do that. Okay. And if you do get any resin on your skin, you can just use rubbing alcohol to remove it. Soap and water does not work. Soap will not eat through it, but the rubbing alcohol does. So I always just keep some of that with me too. Sometimes when I'm trying to take off my gloves, I'll get it on my arms, and so I just use the rubbing alcohol to clean it off. So like I said, it's just equal parts resin and hardener. So I'm just going to measure this out, but it's a really nice consistency and it's nice and clear. Okay. So I have resin, and now we'll do the hardener. And I'm just going up about 4 lines on my cup. That'll mix up a really nice amount. And I'm just going to do a thin layer in these plates. I don't want it to be too thick, but if I get a lot of bubbles, I want to be able to use the torch to break all of them, and then I can always do a second layer if I feel that I need more resin. But I'm just going to pop on my mask and start mixing this up. So we'll do about 5 minutes. Make sure it's good and thoroughly mixed. If you don't mix it long enough, it may not cure properly. So just follow the instructions on whatever resin you are using. Okay, so I am going to let these cure. They are looking really good. The consistency of the resin is really nice. It's not super thick, it's also not super thin. It's very easy to work with. I did get some bubbles, but not a lot. I'm just looking to see if I have I can see that I have a hair in this one, so I'm just going to pick it out. There we go. But overall, this is really nice. It's nice and clear. It's got a good consistency. I'll be using up everything that I have left over for some coasters, but I do like it. So I'll be interested to see what these look like once they are all cured. So I'll show you that. But I hope you guys like this video. I hope it's helpful if you're interested in working with some resin. It's really not that hard to do. You just want to, wear that protective equipment and not get it on your skin. If you do, rubbing alcohol just takes it right off. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, so these have been curing for about 24 hours. They both look fantastic. I'll probably do one more layer of resin just so that there's pretty good coverage on them. This was just a really thin layer, but I got all the way around the seam of my paper, so it'll be nice and protected. But this resin was nice. I do like the way that this is looking right now. I'm just seeing if anything dried in my resin, like a little dust or hairs, and I don't think it did. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And like I said, I have a coupon code in the video description below if you want to check out their page and go see what they have available. I'm thankful that they sent me some so that I could test it out. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know how much you like these, or if you want to see some more of these. I do have some more plates that I can make into trinket trays. And I think I'm also going to be trying out some clocks soon. So I'll try and do a tutorial on doing some clocks. It's very similar, but a little bit more work on those. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you how these turned out. They look really great. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.